Road to Rock. Gimme Shelter by the Rolling Stones. The world of rock isn't just written with notes. It is forged in moments of chaos that hide secrets no one dares to tell. Some call it legend, others a curse. Turn up the volume. This is Road to Rock, and this is the story of Gimme Shelter. By 1969, the Rolling Stones were no longer just a band with hits. They were a working machine and a producer, building their own studio life and trying to keep control of their sound, while a decade around then felt like it was fitting. Gimme Shelter comes from that exact tension, the need to make something sharp and modern, and the awareness that the outside world was not background noise anymore. The spark is Keith Richards. He has said the core idea arrived fast, at home, with a guitar in his hands and a storm outside. Whether you take the storm as literal or just a mood, you can hear it in the first seconds, that circular, uneasy riff, like a warning that never resolves. Mick Jagger comes in to shape the scene and the language, turning it from a guitar figure into a full-on cinematic plea. Richards and Jagger were deep into their established rhythm by then. Keith brings the architecture, Mick brings the camera. They cut the track at Olympic Studios in London, a room the Stones trusted because it could capture punch without turning them polite. You can almost feel the air in their amps humming, tape rolling, Charlie Watts dead steady in the pocket while the guitars stack up like weather fronts. Jimmy Miller is in the producer chair, pushing them toward tighter takes and heavier impact. Miller understood that this band sounded most dangerous when it sounded controlled. Listen to the structure. It is built on a repeating chord pattern that refuses comfort. The tremolo-laced opening guitar is the signature wobble that makes the whole track feel unstable even before the drums arrive. Then Watts enters, not flashy, just undeniable, and the song becomes a march. The rhythm is not swinging, it is braced. Richards and Mick Taylor weave guitars instead of trading solos, one anchoring the riff, the other coloring the edges with lines that feel like distant sirens. And then the record turns on one of the most famous moments the Stones ever put on tape. Mary Clayton, brought in late, a last-minute call when they needed a voice that could cut through the gloom. Her part is not decoration. It is a second lead, a confrontation with Jagger, and it lifts the track from tension to crisis. You can hear the strain, the push, the way the room reacts when she goes for the high notes. It is not sweet. It is urgent. It sounds like the band realizing, in real time, they have something bigger than the track they walked in with. Inside the Stones, 1969 was also a year of hard decisions. Brian Jones was gone from the lineup and Mick Taylor was the new blood, technically stronger, more precise, and still finding his space next to Keith. That shift is part of why Gimme Shelter hits the way it does. The guitars are sharper, the band is tighter, and the mood is darker. This is the Stones moving from scrappy contenders to a fully armed live and a studio unit. When it landed, it did not need a gimmick. It was the sound of a major band listening to its era and refusing to look away. How many rock songs open with a riff that already feels like the storm has arrived? Gimme Shelter became more than a track. It became a template, apocalyptic rock without fantasy, dread you can dance to, and a reminder that the Stones at their best were not chasing peace. They were documenting pressure with volume, precision, and nerve. Subscribe to the channel and smash that like.